Hello, I am Kostantinos Koshis,
I am George Sakkadas.
and welcome to the Kronso Racing Podcast. I am the marketing manager.
I am the design engineer, and we will be your duo for the remainder of the year. You probably can't tell, but he's a Red Bull fan, and you probably can't tell, but I'm a McLaren fan.
Not obvious at all.
No. Ignore this. I wanted the Oscar Piastri shirt, but it was sold out. Black Friday.
You wanted the Oscar Piastri shirt, but why did you start supporting McLaren instead of Ferrari or Mercedes or?
I don't know. It's just since I was a kid, I was actually a fan of. I liked cars, and one of my favorite cars, like in my not early, but okay, when my childhood was the McLaren F1, the McLaren Senna, the P1. The P1 was one of my favorites. So when I started watching, I actually learned about Formula One through the McLaren Senna, the car, and I was like, I was interested in the car, and I looked up, and it like the Google search said it was named after the driver, the F1 driver named Ayrton Senna. I was like, I'm interested in this, and here we are.
I actually started supporting Red Bull because of, not Red Bull, MaxVerstappenRacing.com because of Verstappen. I have to say it's Verstappen Racing at this point. It's been how many races?
Nine
races
races.
with Spain, and interesting race. Recap later. I started watching Formula One because of this guy.
I would never stop talking.
He does not stop talking about F1. He's crazy. A crazy fan.
No.
A crazy fan.
No.
Every single time, every news, he knows everything.
Look at this lap the record in Spain. That's how it was last year, and he just started watching. He was bored of me. He wanted to learn more.
I got so bored that I had to learn more. I couldn't. First 9 races.
First 9 races. We start with
Australia.
Interesting race. Very unfortunate for Piastri.
For Piastri, for Alonso, for Kimi.
For everyone, basically.
For everyone,
except Norris and Verstappen. Yeah.
Which they actually had not an advantage. That
they just
know how to drive the rain well now.
Yeah, they have more experience. I mean, Piastri, even though he's
second year.
But okay, Norris made a mistake as well. He was just luckier to keep it on the track.
Yes.
Piastri he just carried a bit more speed through the gravel trap, and yeah. But you have to admire the determination on Piastri's behalf to just get on the back on the track.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
Australia was the first race that we could see the rookies and how they would perform.
Yeah.
We first thought, unfortunately, we would have posted a podcast earlier on the year, but
after Saudi Arabia,
but due to some unfortunate issues, we couldn't. It was our first impressions of the rookies. We both said that Kimi Antonelli would be first because of the car.
Yeah, of course.
We had Hajar at second because he's impressive.
I had Hajar at second. You had him fifth.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Who did I have second? Fernando Alonso. Okay.
Fernando Alonso. No, I think you had Berman.
Had Berman second?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Not in, do you mean in the championship order?
No, in the rookie order.
In the championship, or just who performs best?
No, the championship, I believe. I had...
you had, I think...
It's okay, let's not...
it's okay, let's not...
yap about this.
Yes. But I remember last year when I was praising Hajar, and everyone was like, no, he will not perform. Hajar really impressed me in Formula 2, actually. I was watching Formula 2 last year.
You got bored of Formula 1?
Yes, I got bored of Formula 1.
It gets boring after some time.
Actually, Formula 2 is it's exciting. It's not good at deciding who the best driver is. but it's
It shows talent.
no, I think there is a fundamental problem with Formula 2 as a spec series because actually they're not the same cars.
Yeah, it's not a spec series. 3 is a spec series.
No, it is a spec series. The chassis are the same, the engines are the same, but they can change the setups or
Okay.
whatever. Which, okay, yes, but at some point with some more advanced changes that they're allowed to make, I think that it's a bit more. And it's unfair if it depends on which team you're in. Like Prema, for example, usually is the favorite. Usually the driver that drives for Prema.
Unlike F1.
Usually the driver that drives for Prema is like the champion or something. Last year they had problems with Berman and Antonelli. Because it depends on the mechanics you have, like the best pit stops, best setup.
Berman actually making a sorry for interrupting.
Yeah,
Berman actually making a debut in the Ferrari.
yeah,
Amazing.
year.
In Saudi Arabia
Very
as well,
nice.
no crashes. I mean,
Yeah, it's
he
a
had
very
40
it's a very
minutes-
demanding
40
car.
minutes to prove
Yeah,
that he can drive the car.
yeah.
Australia, and after Australia, which Piastri came first? It was Piastri, Norris, and Russell, I believe.
You mean qualifying?
No, finish.
Australia, Piastri crashed. It was Norris, Verstappen,
Norris, Verstappen, and Russell. Correct.
Yeah.
My bad.
Russell. Was it Russell?
Russell. Was Russell.
Russell was very impressive this year. Thus far,
So
I mean,
far, yes.
no, in the last few races, the performance of the Mercedes has dropped a lot. But Mr. Consistency, of course. I mean, he has impressed me with his consistency. I mean, he's not the best. He's just consistently there, just to take advantage of a situation. For example, Spain today.
After
Very
Australia, it was China, correct?
Yeah.
Which was very unfortunate for Lawson at the end.
Yes.
After Hamilton.
Two pit lane starts for Lawson in qualifying.
Amazing.
Not in qualifying, in the races. I think it's just
He did not get to start from the grid in Red Bull. He
no.
did not. It's the second seat. Kev.
yes.
It's the second seat.
It's the curse. Ricardo curse in the seat before he left.
on the sprint race. Hamilton. Surprising.
Very impressive.
Surprising.
And it's the only victory of the year so far.
For Ferrari.
Yes.
In the race, Piastri came first, correct?
Yes.
It was Piastri, then Norris. No,
Was it Norris or Verstappen? Norris? I think
Piastri.
no. It was a 1-2.
Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, most probably.
No, I don't know. We're making predictions.
It's
No,
okay. It's okay. Everybody makes it.
I think either it was a 1-2 or a 1-3.
After China, which was Lawson's unfortunate
Wait.
unfortunate event, it was which race was after China again?
Japan.
Japan, which I have to talk about Japan. Verstappen having 50 out of 53 races flawless in the amazing livery.
Races, laps.
Sorry, 50 out of 53 laps, perfectly placing the car behind in front of the McLarens. It's amazing. In the
Wait.
special livery as well, amazing
Wait,
livery.
wait.
Amazing livery.
All Australia. Wait.
Amazing
Let's go
livery.
Australia. Yes, you were right about Australia. China. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, George Russell. Not Verstappen. Mr. Consistency.
50 out of 53 laps, perfectly placing the car by Verstappen. He can use that car. He defended against a lawnmower.
Yes, yeah, I just remember, yes.
Special livery, amazing livery. Tsunoda taking his seat in the
Yes.
Red Bull.
He
Unfortunate
was, was he 10? No, he was 12.
though. He was 12th.
in
and
his
not
home
the points
race.
in his
Look, that
home
Red
race.
Bull is just,
It's
it's a destroyer.
Yes.
It's terrible.
it's a career destroyer.
Should I go
It's
into the technical analysis of why it is?
we-
According to the video by Driver 61, moving on to Bahrain. Bahrain, Oscar Piastri again,
Piastri,
Mr. Consistency,
Piastri's amazing. He's amazing. I don't
and
know what
Lando
they did to
Norris.
that, McLaren.
Yeah. I mean, Norris, wait, he was 15 seconds ahead of Russell. Mr. Consistency. McLaren. No, wait. Norris was one less than a second
Bahrain
behind.
was not that impressive for me.
What do you mean?
There
As a
wasn't
race?
too much action.
No, it was okay.
After Bahrain, there was Miami, which was
Wait, where
after
is
Verstappen?
Max
had a
Verstappen
baby.
was sixth
See,
in Bahrain.
in Bahrain. Miami was after Max had a baby.
You forgot one race.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Moving on to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Oscar Piastri once again after a brilliant move, you have to say, on turn one.
It was, but I don't know if it was a penalty or not. I'm not a steward.
No, but it was a bit. It was
aggressive, but
It
I
was
don't
aggressive,
know.
but that's what we want.
I don't know if it's a
That's
5-second time
what
penalty.
that's
I
what we
don't-
want. You praise Verstappen because he's dirty.
You praise Oscar.
Of course, I praise Oscar. I love Oscar.
Too much, a bit too much.
Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc.
Which was just like Spain. Charles Leclerc, by fortune, comes up in the podium.
What do you mean by fortune?
It wasn't too much strategies.
But
Okay.
Lando was, yeah.
Yeah, Lando was Lando. Miami.
What?
Verstappen Jr.
Miami?
It was a pole position for Kimi Antonelli, which was very impressive.
In the sprint race.
In the sprint race, it's a pole position.
Yeah, but
I mean,
still.
he's the youngest driver
look,
to have a pole position.
usually drivers don't push that much on sprint races, so I'm not going to say that I'm. Of course, it's very impressive. Kimi Antonelli got the pole position in the sprint race, but it's just like it's like Hamilton winning the sprint race. It's nothing compared to the rest of the season. I mean, now Mercedes are now after the Spanish Grand Prix, they're struggling a bit more. So I think that was their peak. That was that point where
Up
they
to
were.
Miami.
Yeah, I'm Russell second in Bahrain. Yeah, Russell second in Bahrain. That was their peak. I mean, second in Bahrain. That streak of podiums
They can
and
go
top
up
fives.
to second.
Yeah.
I don't believe they can fight for first place.
No way.
They might be in the podium, but not.
Yeah. After up to Miami, I think. Wait, Emilia Romagna, he wasn't right.
In Miami.
Yeah, up to Miami, Russell had a streak of all top fives. Antonelli, okay, he struggled a bit at the start, but he was very
he's a
impressive.
rookie.
He's very impressive. But let's move on to Emilia Romagna.
Not after the 17 lap defense by the tractor in the
Yes.
in front of the rocket
But
ships.
what do you mean? He overtook at the start.
Yes, he was
Verstappen.
defending for 17 laps.
Emilia Romagna. Tell us a bit about
Impressive overtake in turn 2.
one.
It was actually 2.
1.5.
Okay, I will play it in a video. Okay, pause this.
No, I will show them the video. Do not edit anything. I will show them the video.
The video will be here. I don't care.
I will show them the video.
If you can find.
Continue yapping.
Amazing overtake. He did not care. Just like Fernando. He knows he has a wife and 2 kids at home waiting for him. Verstappen, when he drives that Red Bull, he doesn't care what other people think. We saw it in the Spain Grand Prix. Last laps. Because of an impressive strategy.
Spectacular lap 1 overtake. Joy Leon Balmer's F1 TV analysis.
Okay.
And, after careful
After further review from the stewards, it
From-
was lap 1.
turn 1.5. It was between turn 1 and 2. So.
It's turn 1.5.
Yes.
We came up on the agreement.
After due consideration, we are both
Wrong.
imbeciles. How do you say it? Imbeciles.
Going on to Monaco. A boring race.
There's nothing else in Emilia Romagna. There's the spectacular overtake of Lando Norris to overtake Oscar Piastri. I was crying my eyes out.
Yes, because Oscar Piastri was on
All tires.
tires older than my grandma.
Yes, but also the spectacular overtake of Norris to that was actually impressive. Norris to Russell. That was actually very impressive
Was
before
impressive.
Piastri.
That was.
He was after Tamburello. He was like side by side up to the next chicane, and he just. It's one of the first times that I've seen Norris actually acting instead of thinking. It was impressive for me.
Don't think. Flashback. At the start, he said to hide it. I don't care.
No!
I destroyed the
I just
Monaco, going back
Going
to
back to,
what we
yeah.
actually said, Monaco would be even more impressive if it
for
was
Norris.
20 kids versus the 20 drivers in go-karts around the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm not crazy. Like, actually, Monaco is one of the most boring races.
But it has a varying.
I don't
It
care
has the
if
most
it's-
tense qualifying. Yeah, I watched the lap. You watched his
I
pole
watched
lap, right?
qualifying, yes.
No,
I
the
watched race.
Lando's pole lap. Did you watch it?
Nando's.
Lando's.
Lando's, yes, I did.
You have to say it was very impressive.
Very
I
impressive.
mean,
For Lando
one
Norris.
lap pace. Norris is probably one. He's one of the best drivers on the
Agreed.
grid on one lap pace. But I don't know what goes wrong during the races.
It's the race. He doesn't have the confidence to overtake
No,
sometimes.
He's not as spontaneous as Verstappen and Norris. I mean, Verstappen he just
Verstappen and Piastri, not Norris.
Verstappen and Verstappen and Piastri. Verstappen he just does. He doesn't care.
Moving on to Spain.
At the end of the triple header, we have Spain.
Spain. Very interesting, I can say.
It was actually a nice race. He was
was
we
okay.
watched it together, and he was saying it's a very boring race. I actually liked it.
It was boring until the end. Just like Hungary.
Yeah,
No, Hungary.
I-
Like,
I mean, the safety car for like 6 laps.
no, I forgot the race.
What Hungary?
When Russell won because Norris and Verstappen were fighting last year.
Austria.
Like Austria last year. At the end, everything got tense.
Yeah, Verstappen.
So it was hard tires.
Hard tires. No, but he was
I'll
asking.
get to that
He
point.
was screaming at the TV. What
will-
are you doing?
I will get to that point.
Yeah, we will talk a bit more about Spain because it's the last race and it's the final impressions of the first half. Not the first half, but
Almost almost the first half
it's
of the
12.
F1 season.
Half of the year is
Almost
12
the
years.
F1,
Yeah.
almost a half of the F1 season. Yes.
It's the end of the triple header, so it's when the regulations changed.
It's when the
For
regulations changed.
ignore me. Continue talking, Konstantin.
Did we Piastri's overtake? Not caring what anyone
What
thinks.
Piastri's overtake?
Piastri's overtake. Piastri was first and the first.
No, you mean his reaction times at the
His
start.
reaction time was insane.
And no wheel spin, excellent reaction time. It was just, I mean, he gapped them by like 200
It was
meters.
pure racing.
It was very impressive. It's
Like Valtteri's reaction, but
okay, not that much.
Not
It's
that
not his reaction. It's the way he handles the car. There's no wheel spin. When you watch Norris's on boards, usually you can hear the RPM spiking, because he just doesn't have the control. Norris had a bit of wheel spin.
Norris had a bit of wheel spin.
He fell to 4th at the start. So
He fell to fourth. Yes, Verstappen was second, but by the end of the first lap, Piastri was gone.
yeah.
He was gone.
was
That's
just gone.
McLaren's rocket ship. I told you. You asked me what do you think the upgrades will bring. I told you.
McLaren no
McLaren's
change.
are rocket ships.
I mistakenly thought a change of regulations for a Ferrari advantage. That did not happen.
Exactly.
Sauber, let's talk about
Okay,
Sauber.
we're
I was
talk-
screaming at the TV, Hülkenberg!
Hulkenberg overtaking a 7-time world champion.
At the end, yeah, it was beautiful.
Amazing.
But
How?
we'll get to
How?
that. We will get to
We'll
that when
get
we
to
talk about the hard tires.
Okay. The race,
4 pit stops
everyone
for
having 3 pit stops,
not everyone.
except from Verstappen Racing
Who?
with 4 pit stops.
Yeah.
Verstappen and Tsunoda had 4 pit stops. It's amazing.
It's
How?
Amazing strategy.
Amazing strategy.
But the Red Bull just eats up the tires. And Verstappen, he's very calculated and but he's a bit more aggressive.
Didn't they also change the compounds of the tires?
What do you mean?
They changed
They're different. It's C1, C2, C3.
yes, softs are actually a bit easier to degrade now.
No, that was in Monaco. The compounds there's 7 different compounds, Koshimu. And they choose 3 for each race.
Valid.
So, yeah, in Monaco, we forgot to talk about the compounds. So, in Monaco and Emilia Romagna, we had the C6 compound. And
Going back to Monaco, I forgot. Why 2 pit stops?
That was what I was going to talk about. Except for the 2 pit stops, if they wanted to choose the soft tires, there was no way they couldn't do 2. With the new C6 compound, it's just the C6. There's no way of not doing 2 pit stops. It just lasts. There were people that actually I quite liked the strategy because yes, there was a problem of Liam Lawson just standing there and
Pushing everyone back.
yeah. Albon and Russell wanted to punch him in the face. But it was actually interesting to see some actually did 2 pit stops at the start and then went to the end, and some Mercedes went to the end and did 2 pit stops, or Verstappen who didn't on the final lap.
Yes.
I mean, hoping for a
you said
safety car.
Albon. I remember.
And Mercedes, no, wait.
I don't quite remember the meme. It was Russell complaining about something, and Albon commented, "Don't worry, I'll take you to the."
Oh, the dinner.
Yes, I'll take you
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
What was it again?
I don't remember, but yeah, but Albon paid for dinner. He was probably
Yes,
he was probably
I will
broke.
pay for your dinner, something like that.
Yeah. But what was I going to talk about? Mercedes, who actually, I don't know if it's true, but I saw it somewhere, where Mercedes actually forgot about the 2 stops.
Pit stops, yes,
Yeah,
forgot
2
them
pit
to-
stops for the lap, like until the 16th lap, and
Until the
Antonelli
final
finished
lap.
last. It's just unfortunate. And Mercedes had a terrible weekend.
Terrible qualifying, crashing both cars. Both cars out of the session, not crashing
Yeah,
both cars.
Antonelli did the same thing I do every time I drive in Monaco, on the what
Kissing
is
the
it?
wall,
what's the name of the chicane?
the pool.
Not the swimming pool.
I don't know the name of the chicane. The swimming
And the
pool.
Russell just blowing up.
Yes, but coming back to Spain, because
Wait, I want to.
I will go back to Spain.
No, don't go back to.
Okay,
Wait, I got this. Newville chicane.
okay. You will check. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know the Newville chicane.
Virtual safety car. No, not the virtual
Virtual
safety car.
Oh, the safety car, yeah.
Um,
After Antonelli blew up.
After Antonelli's engine just decided to stop working.
I mean,
For
it was
some
a
reason.
very strange incident. It was under braking. I mean, it's actually
It was the ghost of the Go Tiffy.
yes.
And Logan Sargent came back for revenge.
Yes.
Because
They-
Williams is a customer team of Mercedes.
Yes, and they're doing better than me. No, not in Spain, not
No
in Spain.
points.
But actually, until like this point of the year, they're very impressive. I
Very-
think the new regulations hurt them a bit more than the other teams. The flexi wings. I think they kind of.
Well, we
went-
haven't seen anything yet. Quite.
No, I mean this was just one race, but I think they were a bit less convincing on their pace. They didn't have that pace in qualifying or practice or anything.
Agreed.
Actually, in practice, I want to talk about Piastri's lap in
Lap,
FP3.
he won't
Eh,
stop talking about it. It's been 5
It
days.
was beautiful. I don't know how he did it. He just did one downshift and just it was beautiful. But I don't know why they just didn't do it. Was it just a one-time thing? I don't know. Did he just do
I
a
guess we'll
higher
never know.
drag
I
setup?
guess we'll never know. I
We'll
guess
never know. We'll never know.
Going to the safety car, I was rudely interrupted by someone. I don't know who.
You interrupted me 10 times.
We don't talk about the
Uh,
safety car. The almost going to the 4th pit stop for Red Bull. McLaren hoping for the safety car, and ended up happening.
Spain.
The only tire left was a hard, and somebody got really angry. I don't know who. Maybe someone that starts with V and ends with Verstappen, maybe. I don't know, because of the hard tire.
Tsunoda had some leftover from qualifying, right? Because
Tsunoda was an experiment. He was. an
he was
experiment.
just there.
During the race, he was an
Man,
experiment.
it's unfortunate. That car is terrible. And Tsunoda is a very
Terrible
good
for
driver.
everyone else except Verstappen.
What?
Terrible for everyone else except for
No,
the.
it's terrible for even Verstappen.
Yes, he said that as well. Yes.
Yeah, but he just drives around.
Putting on hearts at the end of the race. Verstappen screaming at the engineers. Why did we put hearts? It was the only one left, the only tire left. No advantage gained. After the
He's a degenerate gamer. It was beautiful. He was screaming at the TV. I was laughing. It was no, it was terrible. He
After
just
the
crashed.
restart-
He just crashes into Russell. He doesn't care.
After the restart, sliding, false accusing Leclerc,
Yeah, he was just yapping.
false accusing Leclerc. I can't do it.
Okay, yes, Leclerc did.
Getting mad at.
I mean, look, Leclerc did actually steer a bit into him, but Verstappen had some space. He had a
Verstappen was in
sense.
front. He had like 3 meters, 2 meters.
No, I mean when they were side by side.
When they were side by side.
When
yes,
they were
but-
side by side, Leclerc did actually try to squeeze him a bit, but Verstappen had a very sensible amount of space. So, yes, I was watching that. I was like, okay, yes, he did steer a bit into him, but there was no.
actual
Verstappen
contact, like hard
had
contact.
the space. He had the space. It was very strange why Verstappen was acting. I mean, he was probably mad because of the hard, no grip at all. For the whole race, he was complaining about the grip.
Spain is difficult.
Yes,
Unfortunate for science.
Spain is a track that really kind of shows the aerodynamic faults of a car. That's why I'm so unfortunate. I think it's very unfortunate that it's going away, because it's usually there not to show who has the best engine, the best suspension. It shows who has the best aerodynamics. Because
And in this case, it was
there's
McLaren.
there's all those turns, long turns, turns, fast turns, slow turns. It just tests the car. That's why it was used for testing for so many years. And I think it's very unfortunate that they're bringing Madrid, because we saw that preview, the guy crashing into everyone. Well, it doesn't look like a good track. Nothing compared to Spain. Yeah.
Okay, going back to Verstappen's raging incident. I love Verstappen, okay, but
Yapping.
not wanting to give it the position back. It was either a 10-second penalty, a grid penalty for the next race, which is
No, he got the penalty for this one.
yes. Next race is which is next race? Oh my God,
Canada.
Canada.
I think so.
Canada. And
Canada, yeah. Do you remember last year when we were watching Canada? We were
it
watching
was the
Canada
first race I actually
Ferrari
watched.
masterclass. It was beautiful.
Inter. no,
hard.
when it was starting to rain.
We were watching it. We were at the wedding. Like
Together,
he
yes.
came to a wedding that I was at, and I was watching the race. We just sat there and watched the Canadian Grand Prix, and I remember Leclerc pitting for like 20 seconds. I was like, okay, they're restarting the car. They're fixing the issue. They just put on hearts. Why?
No reason. But Ferrari is Ferrari.
Ferrari, and Sainz.
Leclerc didn't know how he got on the podium today.
No, he doesn't know.
He doesn't. He still
He
doesn't.
just
know.
doesn't know. He was just there.
It's Ferrari strategy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the perfect Ferrari strategy. Hülkenberg finishing in front of Hamilton.
why didn't they show the overtake?
No, they did.
They didn't. I
They
didn't see
did.
it.
I saw it. That's why I was screaming at the TV. They did show it. I was screaming
I
at.
don't remember seeing
I
it.
am a big Hülkenberg fan. I do want to see him succeed.
Hülkenberg.
I do. Next year when Audi comes and things start improving a bit for Sauber, I do want to see him succeed. I really like Hülkenberg. And seeing him overtake Hamilton in the Ferrari, I loved it. It was beautiful. In the Sauber. Did Hamilton not pit?
He did,
Did he?
and he screamed at the radio. They want to make this go longer, something like that.
Pit stop. Wait, I'm gonna watch the pit stop.
They
summary.
had 3. I know everyone had 3 except from Red Bull
What
Racing.
stops one? What are you talking about? Pit stop summer. Time of day. Lap 6. Wait.
Verstappen ramming into George
Wait.
Russell after
Wait.
being
Verstappen had 4.
Verstappen,
Only Verstappen and Tsunoda made 4 pit stops.
as I said.
Yeah. And wait, where's okay? Hamilton did pit on lap 55. Yeah.
Okay, Verstappen is somewhat aggressive. I think he doesn't know he's not in iRacing.
He
Slamming into
confuses
George-
the two.
Slamming into George Russell.
I will nuke Ireland. No, that was beautiful. I was watching the live stream.
Verstappen, like he doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything.
He doesn't care.
Getting the 10-second penalty, finishing 10th.
He just
I don't even
he
think
just
he did an
crashed.
interview. He
What?
just went to the.
I don't know. We didn't watch the interviews.
Most probably he didn't. He was too angry.
Most probably he was just went upstairs. Look, okay, the Leclerc one was stupid, but he did kind
am
of turn
stupid.
into it. I am stupid, but
Yes, you are.
it's moving. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
But the Russell one afterwards, when they told him to give the position, he acted like he was gonna give the position, and then crashed into him. I loved it.
Piastri doesn't even care anymore about the wins.
He's like,
He doesn't even care.
We won.
He's got the Kimi mentality.
We won.
Kimi mentality.
Kimi mentality. That's why I like Kimi.
Because he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Just drives.
It's impressive for Piastri's third season in F1.
Yeah. But Hamilton did it in his first.
What?
What do you mean?
What did he do in his first?
He lost the championship by a point.
Yeah, because
To
his
Raikkonen.
first race. First year.
Yes, but he was fighting for the world championship.
Yeah.
After they stole like a book of Ferrari documents. At the time where Ferrari were actually successful. Okay, let's use. I think that we should do something a bit more fun. Let's use this to talk about the performance of each team up to this point of the season. Let's start with McLaren.
McLaren,
Grab
okay.
your Red Bull. We're gonna talk about our teams. McLaren, as a fan
Red
that started watching in 2022, where we were terrible. It's just beautiful. We win every single race. It's a utopia. I broke it.
Bro, the car is amazing. It's
I
amazing.
broke the car. Look, but actually, to be honest, I think yes, the car is very fast, but I think they have two very, very fast drivers as well.
Yes,
I think
and
it's-
Lando
it's-
and Piastri are very fast drivers.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
yes, we talk about Norris in a negative way, but he's a very fast driver.
He's a very good driver.
He's
In
very
this
fast.
podcast, we like to be honest,
Yes,
but also a bit
biased.
biased, kind of.
Yes, I mean, I'm holding the McLaren that I just broke.
You talked about your McLaren. I will
Yes,
talk about
let's
my
talk
Red Bull.
about the.
This car cannot be driven by anyone else except Verstappen.
Should I go into the technical analysis?
Don't go to the technical. There is no need for technical analysis.
Why?
Because Verstappen likes his car.
He doesn't.
Verstappen likes his car. Like he wants his turns. Like he wants it to be sharp. Sharp turns. He wants to be quick at the end at the turns.
We're not doing a good technical analysis.
I don't care. I'm not into aerodynamics.
Verstappen
Verstappen
likes his
fast.
car.
Fast. Turning fast. Turning fast. Verstappen turn fast. Yes. Red Bull calm.
Yes.
Puny.
Fame.
Okay, yeah, talk about that.
No, nothing to add. I don't know the
What do you mean?
technical analysis. Just unlike you.
No, don't do a technical analysis. Talk about the performance of the team.
The performance of the team after Japan, everything went a bit downhill. Verstappen getting
Well, it wasn't perfect before Japan.
Verstappen getting 1 point in Spain.
After
it was after
a
an
bit of
incident. After an
genuine
incident.
genuine rage quitting. No, I think at that moment he just got into the mentality of iRacing. No, I don't care.
But as you could see,
We have a Ferrari.
everybody's a Ferrari fan.
Yes,
Even if they say they are not Ferrari fans, they are Ferrari fans.
of course.
The F40 is my favorite car. I would like
McLaren
to-
F1 bet. Yes.
I love Ferrari.
No.
Yes.
Well, okay, let's actually talk about Ferrari in a more technical way. And when I say technical, I don't mean the car. I mean the performance. How they're actually performing.
They don't have a good performance.
They have two of the most competent drivers. everybody's a Ferrari fan, so we will talk about the Ferrari.
The Ferrari this year is, how do I say it politely?
Terrible.
Terrible. Yes.
They have two of the best drivers on the grid.
A 7-time world champion
7-time world champion, probably the best qualifier on the grid.
and a very depressed kid
Yes.
after multiple years at Ferrari. He got used to it. Actually, I believe
He got used to the depression. It's like
There is no other explanation.
Yeah.
He got used to the depression.
I don't know why. I don't get why he wouldn't leave.
Why leave? It's Ferrari.
Yes, but it's terrible Ferrari. It's not Schumacher Ferrari.
Ferrari's Ferrari.
It's what? How was I keep forgetting my F1 knowledge today with you.
It's not my fault.
It's his fault.
It's Hülkenberg's fault.
No, the previous, the guy that's in Audi right now, the team principal.
Mattia Bonito.
No μου είναι?
Mattia Bonito.
Mattia Bonito.
I don't know.
Mattia Bonito.
Not Bonito. It's not Mattia. It's Mattia something. I don't know.
Binotto,
I was close. Okay,
Mattia
I was
Binotto.
Not good with names.
Mattia Binotto, I think he's the main cause of Leclerc's depression. Look, he was.
Fred Vasseur is trying his best.
Fred Vasseur he's trying his best. I think he's trying his best to actually get the team a bit organized, but it's not. It's not. It's just not working out. Mercedes this year started out well, but
The engine is blowing up.
there's nothing else to say about the.
And the Williams, Carlos is trying his best not to get depressed.
Williams have actually impressed me a lot. Albon 42 points.
I don't know.
42 points. I think
Verstappen.
that's more than the last 2 years combined. It's very impressive. I think he was 20. I don't know.
I don't know.
Very impressive this year. I love the design, of course.
I forgot. Colapinto.
Colapinto in the Williams last year impressed everyone. This year it's an Alpine, so there's nothing he can do.
It's a boat.
It's
We
a
will
boat.
see in Sao Paulo.
I mean, he was just unlucky. I mean, they put him at the worst time.
We will see in Brazil.
They put him in the Imola and Monaco combination of weekends, the worst triple header of the year. They put him in Imola. Okay, Imola is a very demanding track, and if you have never actually driven an F1 car there, most drivers actually make mistakes there. Even Alonso, I think, made a mistake. So even the most experienced drivers make mistakes in Imola. It's a very demanding track. And Monaco, that is probably the most demanding track in terms of a driver. And then this time, his car stopped working in qualifying. So it's just unlucky. And if they throw him out, I will personally go to the Alpine headquarters in France with a shotgun. Because I actually really like Colapinto.
Wrapping things up.
Wrapping things up.
I don't know what to say.
Should we talk about the Lego? No.
Predictions for the year.
Predictions for the
What do
rest
you
of the
think will
year.
happen?
McLaren domination. No, I'm not saying this as a McLaren fan. I'm saying this as someone.
I totally agree with
Yeah,
McLaren domination.
It's very impressive what they're doing, and yeah. I think Williams will impress us a bit more. I think if they get their act together with the new front wing regulations, they will be fast like before. They have a strong car and 2 very strong drivers.
I don't believe they will be in the top 5.
Yes,
top
I
three.
think
Top
definitely overtaking Aston Martin.
Top 3 will probably be McLaren, Ferrari, and then no Ferrari.
Not Ferrari.
McLaren,
Mercedes.
and maybe either
Red,
Red Bull or
I
Ferrari.
think. No, I think Ferrari because
I
they
don't think Verstappen can.
No,
do this year.
no, I don't think he can do it 2023 again.
It's impossible with the car.
No, it's
Not
gonna
having
be.
Adrian Newey.
It's gonna be my predictions in terms of mine at least are McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Williams,
And we can see about that.
Haas.
Maybe kick Sauber.
Oh no, I think if once again Aston Martin.
Come back.
No, okay, wait. Haas, Aston Martin, Alpine. No, Sauber, Alpine.
Fair enough.
Yours?
Kind of the same, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of drivers, I think Piastri will be the world champion.
Nobody can adjust to the second Red Bull seat again.
No.
Wow, Verstappen, wow.
I think the battle for second though is up for grabs.
Yes, Verstappen versus
Norris. I think that would be interesting. That will destroy Norris mentally.
What we believed about the drivers' championship.
That's what we're talking about right now.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what we're going to say now.
Yes.
What do you believe will happen?
Piastri champion. Norris Verstappen. I think the Red Bull is a bit. I don't think it's.
To come.
Yeah. Then.
Mr. Consistency.
I don't know. I don't know. It's probably gonna be Leclerc. Then I think Antonelli, Hamilton. I don't think Hamilton will. I think Antonelli has a better car than the
I
Ferrari.
believe that Hamilton will fight Antonelli.
Yeah.
Like I really believe that
Antonelli is very impressive this year.
Hamilton
I think
is underperforming.
in
Very
the
underperforming.
yeah. But okay, he's getting used to the car. It's the same with Sainz in.
I know, but Sainz
I
is...
spat all over the place. It's the same with Sainz in the Williams. You have to get used to the car.
Yeah, I think you
He was so many years in Mercedes and he's so used to the Mercedes style that he has to get used to it. Antonelli very impressive this year. Hadjar I think will be behind them. I strongly believe that Hadjar will be
He was in the points
best of the rest. He was in
been
the.
in the points like for.
He's
every
he's
single
always
race
sixth, like qualifying fifth, sixth in Monaco.
now. Doesn't he only have one? He has been in every single race top 10 at least.
He doesn't have a Q1 exit.
No Q1
No
exit,
Q1
that's
exit
impressive for
in
a-
his career in a big car where Lawson is down under. But okay, it's very unfortunate for Lawson.
Yes.
But I think it's a combination of Lawson just not getting a grasp of the car and Hadjar just being
Hadjar.
excellent. He is excellent in my opinion. I don't think that we have no actual thing to say bad about him. Even with Tsunoda, he was on his pace, right out of the box. In races, race pace was excellent. His tire management is very good. Okay, he's a rookie, so for a rookie, it's excellent. Wow! Hadjar has been excellent. I think there's nothing more to say.
That's about it for the first podcast.
But we have to say the predictions about the rookies. We didn't say.
Predictions for the rookies.
We said at the start, we mentioned it a bit at the start, but what is our actual...
Okay, I believe that. Okay.
And you didn't say about the Drivers' Championship.
I didn't say. Yes, you caught me. I believe that Piastri will take the lead. He's
Stay
been
in the lead.
amazing. He's been amazing. Well, you can't say
Yeah.
anything bad about him.
No.
Um,
He fixed everything bad he had about him in the past 2 years.
Norris, unless he gets his confidence
Yeah?
and something magical happens, that he wins every. Excuse me. He
will-
wins every race.
There's no way.
I mean, the upgrades last year came at race 10.
Yes, but there's no upgrades needed. They're already first by a country
No, I
mile.
mean for Red Bull.
Okay, Red Bull.
Yes. And I
they
know
were
if
terrible after race 10.
and I know if upgrades come after race 10,
Yes.
which will be beneficial to the car,
Maybe you...
Verstappen can easily fight Piastri for first.
I completely agree, but I think the battle for this year will be between Verstappen and Norris for second. Piastri, I think, will win, and it's gonna be these two.
That's why my predictions are either Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, unless something happens in the Red Bull, which is unlikely.
Yeah.
For
Your predictions are basically Piastri above
Norris and
Norris.
Verstappen, unless Red Bull brings upgrades to the car.
Yeah. What about the rest of the grid?
The rest of the grid, okay, Leclerc,
Yeah.
then Russell,
Yeah.
Hadjar,
Okay. Yeah.
Hamilton.
Y-
No,
you
no,
thi-
no, no, no. Hadjar, no,
You
not
forgot
Hadjar.
Antonelli.
Hamilton, Kimi, Hadjar, because of the car.
Yeah. You think Hamilton on top of Hadjar? Okay.
Then Alonso,
Of Antonelli, yeah. Alonso. Alonso.
Not Alonso. Pierre Gasly, Alonso, and then. I
You
don't
think
know about
Alonso
the
will
rest of the
get?
grid.
You think Aston Martin will get their act together?
Not at all.
But you said Alonso in the top 10.
Yes, but it's Alonso.
He has 0 points.
He has a wife and 2 kids.
He doesn't have a wife and 2 kids.
That's why. Exactly. Verstappen has a wife.
He has a wife and 2 kids. 1.5 of his kids. Danica V, that's so unfortunate.
About Red Bull, yes, I forgot.
What?
What do you believe about Helmut Marko? Not Helmut Marko.
Christian Horner.
Christian Horner, yes.
I don't know. There's so much controversy around him from last year.
Unfortunate for him. Unfortunate.
I think he had it coming. But I don't think he will leave. I think they need his guidance more than ever. And he's a very good team principal. I mean, as a team manager, he's really good. So I don't think if he leaves, the whole team falls apart. Because it's been under his management for so many years. He has the ability to find people at every stage of the team and in the aerodynamics, in the engine, in everything, to be able to extract everything out of the car. He's just really good at managing the team. So if he leaves, I don't know, they need a miracle. But due to the controversy, there is a big chance. What about you?
I don't really know.
You don't know.
I believe that they are doing this. I believe he will stay until the end of the season, but the rumors that come out about him leaving is to create controversy. That's about it.
That's about it.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you for watching, if you're still watching.
See you.
If
in
you
the
didn't
next
get
episode.
bored of us.
See you in the next episode.
Yeah.